grown man business. Priceless experiences, Napa Valley wine tasting, spoiling my women friends, sitting at the table with millionaires. The narrative is tax loops, accounts offshore squares. It's not allowed.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? We are back live. Welcome to Coin Gang. Welcome to Coin Gang. As always, if you can see me, press 1. And if you can hear me, press 2. If the levels are good on your end, man, we're going to get it in. Today is a free smoke show. The number is right there. And I want to talk to people. We got a great conversation today. But when you come through, let me know if everything is good on your end. If you can see me, press 1. And if you can hear me, press 2. This is the home for personal development, the place where you become ordinary and you leave extraordinary. This is for out-the-box thinkers. This is a safe space for everybody with that abstract philosophy. What's goody? My name is Ken Billions, if you didn't know. What's happening? We're going to skip the spiel and what we normally do. Today is a free smoke show. I want to talk to the dudes today. Anybody could call. That's the number right there. I'll also put the link in the chat. If you want to call and you want to chop it up. Today, we're going to talk about the curse to be needed. I'm going to tell you why to be needed. It's actually a curse. We're going to talk about the broker, the better. What does that mean, Ken? It seems like the broker, the woman, the better the woman. From a male's POV. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about the power of desire. My topic today is men should be needed, or men should be desired, not needed. Desired, not needed. And desirability is really, really not talked about. Men want to be needed. And I want to encourage men to be desired, because when you're desired, there's more freedom in that. So the calling number today is 520-510-3254. 520-510-3254. Or if you want to join the chat, the link will be in the link is right there. If you want to join me on screen. Want to do a little something different today. I want to talk to people. I want to pick people's brains today, because I want to know why men want to be needed. I want to know. How y'all doing today? How's it going? How's your 2022 going? Mine's good. We're cooking over here at Coin Gang. What's up to all the family? So I'm not even going to waste no time. I'm just going to get straight into it. I want to talk about a secret. I want to tell the men a secret out there. I want to tell the men something that you don't know. It's a secret, right? Women know the secret, but men don't know the secret, right? And it's an important secret because it'll make men see women differently. Oh, come through, right? It's an important secret, what I'm going to say, right? So when I tell the men this secret, I want you to tell your neighbor this secret, right? I want you to call your bros and tell your bros the secret. I want you to tell your daddy and them this secret that I'm going to share with you. It's a secret that is going to change your life. It's a secret that's going to make you look at women like, oh shit. It's a secret that's going to make you move different with your money. It's a secret that's going to make you move different with your philosophy. The secret that I'm going to tell men today is a secret that men don't even talk about in the barbershop. It's a secret that men don't talk about in the locker room. Hell, I didn't even know the secret. I had to learn the secret through trial and error. What do you think the secret is? What do y'all think the secret is? The secret that I'm going to tell men is a secret about women that men don't know. What do you think it is? Because once they know this secret, it's going to change the way they have podcasts. Once they know this secret, it's going to change the way they date. Because I promise you, when I reveal this transformative information about women to men, it's going to change everything. They're no longer going to be the same. It's going to be like, whoa, I never even thought of that. What do you think the secret is? Calling numbers 520-510-3254. Our conversation today is men should be desired, not needed. Desired, not needed. Are you ready for me to tell you the secret? Drum roll. The secret that I want to tell men, the secret is women are human. That's the secret. That is the secret. The secret that men don't know about women is that women are human. You didn't know that, huh? Women are a species. They have biology going on. Now, some of you would say, Ken, that's not a secret. Oh, but it is. The reason why it's a secret, because men don't know that their mamas and their aunties and their wives are actually human. You know how I know they don't know they're human? Is because I listen to the podcast and I listen to all the talking points. And I listen to men talk about female nature independent of women. So I listen to men tell women, no, that's not what you really think, right? Women will say, I like this, I like that. And men will be like, no, that's not true. Women will tell men exactly who they are, and men will come behind that and say, one second. Men will come behind that and say, no, you're incorrect. Women will say, I like this. Men will be like, I don't think you do. Women will say, I like this kind of guy. Men will be like, I don't think you do. Do you know why men do that? It's because men don't know a woman is human, right? We say, oh, a woman is emotional. That's what men say. We say, oh, a woman is nurturing. I learned this from men. Women didn't tell me, hey, I'm nurturing, right? And what I learned, what I thought about women was not true. What we call female nature is created by dudes. This is why it's very easy for a dude to become a woman like that, right? Do you know why? Because female nature is something that is inside of the mind of a man. The concept of being ladylike, where do you think that comes from? A guy or girl? Men told women to behave like that because they wanted to look at something, right? The reason why that's a secret that men don't know is because men want to believe in something. Men want to believe women have this sexual morality. Men want to believe that women don't like sex like men like sex. Men need to believe, or they want to believe, all these things about women because men want to be wanted or needed by women. If men found out that women were sexually just as nasty as them, if men found out women thought exactly like men, if men found out that women's ideals about the world are like dudes, that would disrupt everything, because a man needs to look at the woman from this angelic lens, because he wants to be needed by something he feels is more valuable than him. This is why it's heavy emphasis placed on women's sexuality, because the man would like to believe that the woman does not like sex like he does. But the clitoris is not for reproduction. The clitoris is for pleasure. So that right there should tell you about the sexual behavior of a woman. They have something on their body that is strictly for pleasure. But men do not want to come to terms with that the woman is a human. Sounds so trivial, right? Men believe that women are fictional characters. This is why you see podcasts. Oh, no, 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 no. When men cheat, we do it because it's physical. When women do it, it's emotional. Y'all really want to believe that? And women have evolved to allow you to believe that. Think about it. If you're going to give me shit and you giving me shit is based on what you believe about me, well, who's going to stop gifts? If all I have to do to get something out of you is to make you believe that I'm a certain type of way, how come men don't think women play the game like this? Men have this weird view about femininity. You think that femininity is lipstick or dressing or a woman going, So women will let you think that's what femininity is because that's what you want to see. They're only giving you what you want to see. Right? But you ever seen a battery, a top and a bottom of a battery? One is positive, one is negative. On an esoteric level, do you know that femininity has nothing to do with mating, has nothing to do with sex, has nothing to do with dressing? You know it has more to do with atoms, protons, and neurons? You don't want to believe that, right? You want to believe that this woman is demure and it's not what you think. Now, why am I saying this? Because as long as men think this way about women, they won't focus on being desired. They'll focus on trying to be needed. The calling number is 520-510-3254. Let's play this video real quick, right? This is an example of being needed, wanting to be needed.
Literally, she says,
1 second.
I got a good job. I make very, very good money. And she says, the only thing I need now is a man. It's like, yo, like, who wants you? Who wants you? You right. Like, once you have achieved these things, you have unfortunately disqualified yourself.
Ooh,
and
shit.
And what it is these, and this is the thing. I'm not
blaming
women.
Women are gonna hate him for that shit. They are gonna hate him for that. I can't wait to put this shit out.
It's literally, she says, I gotta.
Let's listen to it again. Let's listen to it again. I want you to we're gonna dissect the thinking of men, right? Because I'm a dude, right? But you tell me, is this logical or is this emotional, right?
Literally, she says, I got a good job. I make very, very good money. And she says, the only thing I need now is a man. It's like, yo, it's like, who wants you? Who wants you? You right. Like, once you have achieved these things, you have unfortunately disqualified yourself.
Ooh,
and
shit.
And what it is these, because and this is the thing. I'm not
blaming the women are gonna hate him for that shit. They are gonna hate him for that. I can't wait to put this shit out.
It's literally, she says, I got it.
All right. Calling numbers 520-510-3254. I need somebody to explain that. Right? Our topic for today is men should be desired, not needed. I need someone to call in, or here's the link for the chat. I need to explain that mentality for me because I don't get it. The floor is yours. Let's play the video one more time, right? So we all have a firm understanding of what's being said in America, in a capitalistic society, right? With rising gas prices, interest rates, everything is up. So I want to understand how a woman making more money makes her less attractive in a capitalistic country. Let's play it again.
Literally, she says, I got a good job. I make very, very good money. And she says, the only thing I need now is a man. It's like, yo, it's like, who wants you? Who wants you? You right. Like, once you have achieved these things, you have unfortunately disqualified yourself.
Ooh,
and
shit.
And what it is these, because and this is the thing. I'm not
Ooh,
blaming
the
women.
women are gonna hate him for that shit, bro.
No, see,
They are gonna hate him for that. I can't wait to put this shit out.
That's literally what she says.
Okay.
Literally what she said.
So we live in a capitalistic country where everything is about money. Prices on everything is up. It costs to be born, it costs to die, right? Good education costs, good food costs, right? Everything is about bread in America, right? And what this clip is saying, that the more money the woman makes, she's less attractive. Do you know why? Because the way that men see the world, and this is bad education, this is not logic, this is emotions. The broker the woman, the better the woman. Why? So the man can be needed. The broker the woman, the better the woman. The more money she makes, the less attractive she is. Now, I thought that men were logical, because the logical thing would be the more money that someone makes, the more attractive they are, right? But if the male is looking at the world or looking at women or choosing women based on beauty, that's an urge that you see. That's sexual attraction. That's not logic. So on a regular basis, a man is logical, but when it comes to picking a woman, a man becomes emotional. Tell me I'm wrong. How does this make sense? How does that clip that we seen make sense? I need somebody to educate me. Hold on. We might got a call. This is Ken.
Yeah, I'm listening to your podcast.
Okay.
On Facebook.
All right. Talk to me. Talk to me.
What's up, brother?
I'm all right. How are you?
Peace and blessings, man. Peace and blessings.
All right. Did that clip make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could,
the floor is yours.
Okay. It made a lot of sense, right? First of all, generally women in general are attracted to men who provide, right? So if they provide themselves, they're going to require generally someone who provides more than them, right? So this is why when you hear a woman that, let's say she's making 6, 7 figures, right? She just always said, I want somebody to match my energy, match what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And she's going to look for somebody making that money or more. Why? Because she knows her normal position is, and she still's going to want that man to provide, right? Even though she has her own money, she's going to expect him to provide.
Wait, quick question. Provide what?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Provide what?
Provide. Either way, like, doesn't matter if she making 6 figures, she still wants him to pay for the date, wants him to pay for the trips, still wants to pay for the luxury that she has. She just has an out if she feels that he's requiring more of her and she doesn't want to comply. So she like, well, I make my own money, so I don't really got to listen to you. I only got to hear you when you're doing things for me. You know what I mean? And that's what makes her less desirable. Because she's like, well, I'm making 6 figures, so I'm good. I don't need your instructions. I don't need to do what you tell me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that men are necessarily in a way of control. They just want things handled a certain way, and they have expectations of the woman that they want, right?
Like what?
With femininity.
What is that? Explain that.
It's a softness. Right, it's a softness. It's the way she handles things. It's kind of like the woman that waits for you to open the door for her, opposed to the woman say, "I got the door myself." You know what I mean? I can go into many more aspects. Unless you want me to really get rigid with it, I could. I'm trying to keep it, a certain way, but. The reality is they're not desirable. One, a man who has money can amass as many women as he wants. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one. His choices is way more than when he didn't have money, right? Because he can put himself in places that other men can't, and he's always going to be more desired, no matter how he looks, right? Look at these rappers or these athletes; they're not always the most attractive. You take away that ability to entertain or to perform on the court or the field, they would just be average dudes and they wouldn't be looked for. But because they have status, money, and all of that, they are more attractive, and women will flock to them.
Is this what men think, or just what women think?
This is what's proven. I mean, as any man, you go in any room, you go anywhere. The moment the woman knows that you have money, they are going to be attracted to you. And this is at the man. My experience, many men have.
Is this women from a low income area?
Women from low and high.
Okay.
There's no woman that makes good money is going to tell you she's looking for somebody making less than her.
How do you know that?
Oh, how? Because I talk to women, and you hear women all day. You see them on social media. Never has a woman say she want a man that's regular. Every woman is the majority of the women are talking about they want somebody who's 6 figures, or they feel like if he's only making a certain amount of money, she can make him make more.
Okay, can I let me interject?
Yeah.
Those women that you're talking about, would you agree that they're not the most sharpest knives in the drawer?
Well, most women aren't the sharpest knives in the drawer. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Most women don't know anything unless it's taught to them through men, and it's only a small percentage. So yeah, you could use these are the category, but if 90% of women fall into one fucking category, with my bag on the cursing, on one pool, why are we just gonna say, hey, the 10%? Because you have 90% of the men.
You can't.
Having the 10%.
You can't use the 90 though, bro, because you have no way to measure that. So
no, you do. You do. You look at stats. You look at statistics. You listen to.
Okay, so this is the thing.
Like, let me tell you, the most solid women that are out there are already generally married and taken. The ones that are generally available, you watch what they do. You watch what they do from the ages 20.
All right, let me build on it, because you
go ahead, brother.
Those are a lot of talking points, right? That's a lot of talking points. Here's the thing about a stat. A stat can be taken with 100 people from a particular age group, right? So you have to ask a question. How old were the people? What demographic are they from? Where are they from, right? So if it says 90% of men do X, Y, and Z, if the stat is taken between 100 men, that doesn't represent men. That is a stat, right? You have to look at the little headers, right? And those talking points don't align in the real world. Let's go to instructions. You mentioned something about instructions. Leadership is a learned skill. So a person does not have the ability to instruct unless they were taught that. You have to know discernment. So to assume that a male knows how to instruct, that's a fallacy, bro. Now, what you talked about femininity, esoterically, femininity was never solved. I just want to let you know that the concepts of femininity and masculinity, if you really want to do a deep dive on it, read the Kabbalion. It has nothing to do with softness. It has nothing to do with a beard. It has nothing to do with a walking in the room. Those are occult poles, bro. Those are principles that we have taken and bastardized and turned into dating and mating. But if you really want to do a deep dive on that, you should read the Kabbalion, where it breaks down gender and has more to do with protons, matter, and things like that. So femininity, I always say, that is a concept that comes out of the mind of a man, because you can't quote me a book of a woman 1,000 years ago describing this. What you're going to hear is what men think about that, right? That's important. Now, do you believe that you are descendants of a slave?
No.
You don't? Okay, so cool. Do you believe that there's an economic gap between Black people and other people in America?
Yeah.
Is there a wealth gap?
There is.
You believe that?
Yes.
Okay. So if people believe that, then why would people mate from the neck down? Mate from the neck down. If you believe that there's an economic gap, right? Then who you mate with, who you produce a child with, is one of the most important decisions in your life. So why would you pick a woman that's not based on anything above the neck? Because if you believe
but here's the thing, men,
shoot,
men don't.
huh?
Let's take stats right now.
Go.
I get it. You can put 100 people in a room, but you can also take data from different reference points, right?
Okay,
Like taxes,
go ahead.
to how because we're saying mating from the neck down. That's not a task that men do. So
No. Be specific. No.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll be specific.
No. Look, here's the thing.
No, but if I'm giving you the numbers that we can specify, because the way you're saying it, you're assuming that men are just picking women to have children with from the neck down. And I'm trying to tell you that men actually have more discernment than women when it comes to having children.
Only a certain type of man. I can talk.
No, I'm going to tell you, out of
Go
black
ahead.
men,
Shoot.
you can look it up and
Shoot.
I can email you the stats.
Shoot.
72% of black fathers are married. 16% cohabitate. That means 88% of black fathers are actually trying to build two-family homes. Only 12% of black men black fathers are single and solo, and out of that, only 5% are deadbeat. You can correspond that against CDC. CDC says the same thing.
What's the discernment, right? Though?
The discernment is that these men, when they have children, they're looking to build with their woman. They're trying to build families.
No. Listen what I'm saying. No.
And they could only have as much discernment as presented to them.
No. Listen what I'm saying. What is the discernment in the selection process?
The discernment and selection process is that they are trying to build.
No, listen what I'm saying. No.
They're doing what's natural.
No, listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
Hold on, let me
go ahead, shoot.
What black mothers, 56% are single and solo. 6%
from what age group?
Cohabitating, and 37%
from what age group?
From 18 to 40 something, I think 50, 45, 48.
Whoa, that's a big difference between the numbers that you say, and I need you to be specific.
But either way, you have to look whether it's the big numbers. That's the adult age. That's the average adult span, 18 to 45 to 50. You know what I'm saying? So to say it's a big age gap, no, it's a span.
Okay.
And they still produce children that, no matter if you're 18 or 40 or 30, you produce a child that has to be cared for.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter your age gap. It just matters, here's the numbers. So the person who lacks discernment are generally the mothers, not the fathers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me rap with you. Let me rap with you. Listen, bro. I'm not talking about the people wanting to make a family work. I'm talking about the discernment in who you pick to have a child with. So if that clip that we showed, if we're saying that a woman is less attractive by the money that she makes, listen to this. That tells you the overall thinking of the pocket of men that think like that. Now, I'm more Machiavellian in my approach. That's why I said, who's the people, right? Because many women
are making more money than men.
Listen what I'm saying.
But I mean, statistically, you're looking at a small percentage, and what men are trying to do is be head of household.
You don't have to try. You don't have to try to do that, bro.
Money doesn't make her a good mother or a wife. It just means she makes more money. Doesn't mean she's a prostitute. Look, think about it. Look how many women are making money on OnlyFans. So let's not just take it as a woman who makes money.
Why do you go there? Why do you go to OnlyFans?
I'm going there
okay.
Because there are women that are making 50,000-60,000 a week on that.
Yeah.
That's more than the average person's salary.
Yeah.
So technically, she is a woman of income.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're having discernment, is that the type of woman you want to be with?
Let me cut in. It depends on your views of sex, bro. If you view sex from this pure moral standpoint, then that might not be your taste. But if I told you that man right there killed somebody back in the day, he did his time, went home to be in jail, you'll never be you'll never say he has an inability to be a dad. So to judge someone's mothering capabilities between sexual behavior, my guy, sex is not pure. It's not sacred. It never was. So the views that you might have on sex from a moral standpoint, as long as it's consensual, that doesn't mean she's not a fire mother. Just like you selling dope, don't mean you're not going to be a good dad. So you can't use that OnlyFans. What does that mean? That's a business, and men pay for it.
Let me ask you this:
Shoot.
Would you want your mother on OnlyFans busting it open for public, and everybody has access to that? How would that affect you as her child?
My mother took penitentiary chances to get money before, so you're asking the wrong guy. I'm not that guy, bro. I'm actually,
but how did it make you feel? Even though she did it, and were you content with it? I mean, and doing penitentiary chances just means she just did something illegal. I'm talking about other people having access to seeing, you know what I'm saying, your mom's or the wife of your children on there. Would you wife that kind of woman?
See, the thing is, I'm not emotional. I'm money driven.
Right.
Listen what I'm saying. Look, listen, bro. Listen. Listen what I'm telling you.
Like, does Jeff Bezos need a rich woman?
Listen what I'm telling you. I'm not driven by what the bros think about the woman I'm with. I don't care what dudes think about what I'm doing. So, because if I find somebody and they have that kind of background and they got bank, I'm into money more than I'm caring about what you think about the chick that I'm with. Because at the end of the day,
we're not talking about what I think of the chick. I mean, you choose who you want.
Right.
You're taking it emotional by saying what somebody else feels. The woman
you said, how would I feel? That's emotional, bro.
How would you feel if that was the mother of your child, or that was your mother?
I wouldn't.
That your children.
I don't have. What I'm telling you is, I don't have those. I don't have those feelings.
With her as your girlfriend, can you wife her? And are you okay with her being a mother of your child?
I don't have those feelings. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You say you don't have those feelings, but you're still not confirming whether you'd be okay with it or not. Just say you don't have those feelings. Yeah, that you can say that. I know wordplay.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you, are you okay with the mother of your child being someone who busts it open on OnlyFans because she's making money? Are you okay with her mothering your children?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. I'd
rather just say, hey, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I don't care. Right? I don't.
And that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Now look. But
you're fine with it.
Here's the thing. Let me.
It doesn't make men more emotional.
Listen what I'm saying.
Doesn't make it wrong for other men.
Listen what I'm saying. Here's the thing. I don't have a thing on
you for selling someone else. Like, all I'm gonna say is, you tell me don't judge you for what you do. They don't judge me if I don't want that kind of woman. It doesn't make me a bad man.
The difference is, let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you the difference. Because the guys, now you're saying that kind of woman. Now here's the interesting thing. All these dudes that are in divorce court, most of the women don't have that background. They have the background of who they thought was this quote good girl, right? Here's the thing. What you consider valuable and good, I may not. That's the difference, right? So you might X out person because you look at a sexual thing, right? I'm from a totally different background where I elevate other things like codes, like you keeping your mouth shut, like you know how to flip money, right? I don't have those other kind of things. And what I'm saying is, I'm not a dude that needs to be needed. I like being desired, right? So if I meet a woman and she's a millionaire, that does not make her less attractive. And I come from a background where I can bag that. And she's not going to talk to me crazy. And I'm going to manage it. That's the difference between me. Like the dude that I'm talking, what we just watched the clip, the reason why the broker, they're better is because I think you guys might give the overall male species way too much credit. These dudes is getting talked to any kind of way by women with money, without money, by women in college and without out college. That doesn't happen to me.
Women in general are of a certain mindset. Whether she has money.
To what man, though?
I'm going to say this. You put any man on the table, he's going to pedestalize herself. He's gonna say no woman talk to him reckless. He can control every woman. Yeah,
it's not about control. It's not about control.
Is you did it is because you say she's not gonna talk to you reckless. She's not gonna get out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna let you lead. Like a man naturally is gonna want to lead, regardless of how much she makes.
Yo, listen, bro. Leadership is not a negotiation. It's not a negotiation. It's either it's in you, not on you, bro. I'm not gonna negotiate with a woman to be the leader. I'm not negotiating.
And that's why men don't want to deal with women, because most women that they see that have money, they have to negotiate that.
Oh,
so
let me ask you something.
Right? Here's the thing, right? We've learned the KISS rule: keep it simple. So as a man who wants peace, he's going to keep it simple. He's not going to try to battle with a woman that thinks she's more educated than him or knows more than him. He doesn't want to deal with that. And he doesn't want to deal with a woman that makes a certain amount of money, because 9 out of 10 times her mentality is going to be different than someone who doesn't. Not saying you don't have women that make great money, can't be feminine and stuff like that. You can. But when you're playing the game by numbers, logically, you're going to say, hey, this is what it is. And a lot of times, the reason why men are turned off, right, because there was a lady, a sister that wrote an article. She says that most women lead with their accomplishment. Men don't care about that. Especially
I do.
Themselves.
I do.
I don't want to hear a woman say, I got 10 houses.
That's fly. That's hard. That's hard body. You know why? Because I'm in America, right? And it's interesting that the people that say there's an economic gap and the people that say they come from a slave history, it's very emotional, right? I care about all that, what you were saying. You know how fly it is if somebody got 10 houses? See,
but
me.
here's the thing, you're not listening to you. I'm not saying there's wrong with her taking that 10 houses or having the 10 houses or making $1 million. I don't care about that. What I care about is character. So
that's something different.
Right, and this that's what I was trying to finish. She's coming with accolades. I can't fuck accolades. I don't want accolades. Not to say it's not okay. Like I would say this. Most of the women I've dealt with and dated was college educated, had their own job. So I wasn't about 4 bum broads, never. But what I'm saying is that's not what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear character. You know what I'm saying? What kind of woman, what kind of person are you? I get my own bread. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need you to, whether you have it or not, there's no consideration to me.
You changed the convo though.
I get like, my thing is if I'm making $10 million and you make the 10, that's your 10, I got my 10. I'm fine. My money takes care of me. So I don't need more money. I'm only attracted to that if I have no money. You know what I'm saying? But having money, I don't need to be attracted to that. And I don't need to feel like if I let it go that I'm being emotional. Why would I work hard to be successful to just accept what I don't want? Like
you're changing the conversation, bro. You're changing it. The convo was, is she less?
They realize they come across certain things for whatever reason. Because I'm with you. $1 million chick making $1 million is easy to fuck, just like a chick making.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is you're changing it. This wasn't about character. I was asking, is the woman less? What makes her less attractive? Because she makes money, and that.
He said less desirable.
But in a capitalistic society, how does someone making less money make them unattractive?
What do you mean making?
I mean more money. How does someone making more money in a capitalistic society, how does that make them unattractive? Like
if I'm seeking certain things that are not money oriented and she doesn't fulfill that, then yes, she's undesirable to me. It's like Rihanna, she's fine. If maybe, could we agree Rihanna's top-notch fine, or one of the top, or you could pick somebody else that you think is finer. Her name only came up because, you know.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand the logic. That's all.
I'm trying to explain it. I'm just trying to say that whatever the finest woman is out there, whoever is popular and whoever is fine, right? Who deemed very attractive. So it could be a Rihanna, it could be a Beyonce. Let's say Beyonce, because everybody thinks she's, you know, beautiful, right?
Yeah.
At least 8 and better, right? It looks.
Yeah.
So would you know what I'm saying? You got a choice between her and Lizzo. What you gonna choose?
For what though? Choose for what?
For relationships, for mating. These men are not choosing these women for partnerships and business.
Yo,
I could choose $1 billion woman.
Let me tell you something. Okay, so you asked me. All right. So look.
Yeah, when they say desirable, they mean for relationships.
Okay. So you asked me. Check this out. Yeah. Check this out. Here's how my mind works, right? My mind works out what's the most beneficial to me. The reason why is when you got a high body count, sex don't matter. So sex don't matter to me. So now you mentioned Lizzo. Now the bros might look at Lizzo as a big girl and whatever. First of all, if I wanted to work with her, we can get in the gym and knock that down. But what I'm more concerned with, if Lizzo is the one that's introducing me to connections, if Lizzo is the one that's putting things on my table that never been on my table, if when I'm with her, I'm a better dude, but Beyonce or Rihanna, I just have more fun having sex with them, I'm not about to pick the sex, bro. I'm not about to do that. That's self-preservation is the first law of nature. That is against my self-preservation to pick a woman because how she looks. That is and you said what? No, but and I play for keeps, bro. So I'm not gonna pick somebody based on something that loses value anyway. The woman's value is inside of her, not outside of her. That is a fundamental flaw in male teaching. I don't raise my son like that. Beauty, that's the 10th thing. That's not the first thing.
Here's the thing. Beauty's in the high beholder. Whatever you find, you want. My thing is that men should empower themselves enough to choose who they want, who they not.
I agree with that.
We can swing it all the way around.
I agree with that.
Regardless, huh?
I agree with that part about what you just said right there. I agree with that.
So I'm just using that, and most men will want to be with a Beyonce than they would with a Lizzo, based on what most men find attractive.
Because most men, hold on, let me say this: most men think they have more value than them, than people that you just said. I don't think a woman has more value to me. That's
I'm just using looks, right, man? Regardless, it's just about attraction. What are you attracted to? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I'm attracted to money.
Like, put it like this: cars pull up. Everybody's into. Though there are some luxury vehicles I like. I got cats that like, yo, I like this is that. Yo, give me an old school, American, stock car. You know what I'm saying? That I like that better. You know what I'm saying? American muscle cars. That's just what attracts me when I see them pull up, right? So my thing is, we all have what we're attracted to. Some people, most men are attracted to a woman that are the normal, what they would consider.
And most men don't know how to pick a woman. Look, I'm gonna end here, bro. I appreciate your call. I heard Farrakhan say this. It stuck with me, right? He said that the Negro in America doesn't know the science of business, the science of warfare, and the science of mating, right? And what he talked about is that the Negro mates from the waist down. And I firmly believe that, right? I don't mate like that. I mate like Hitler. Let me tell you what I mean by that. I'm looking at, if I'm using any physical metrics, is height, is hand-eye coordination. The number one thing I'm mating based off is how intelligent and smart is the woman, because I'm trying to improve on the design of my bloodline. Looks is not an improvement on the design of the bloodline, because the world is based on who has the best mind, not who looks the best. That conversation, those talking points, I'm gonna be honest with you, that is Negro logic. And the Negro is not at the top position in terms of mind. I'll give you the last word, bro.
Actually, they're more on that than you think. It's just we men, Negro men, you know what I'm saying, have spent most of the time empowering women who I feel
I agree with that.
Don't always hold the highest level of intellect, because the first thing of intelligence is to listen and to take instructions. And because most women can't take instructions.
Most? I don't know about most.
Oh, most.
I don't know about most. You got to look at who's the speaker.
This is why 80% divorce.
That's the reason you got to go, bro. The thing about those, you can't throw those numbers at me because I'll dig into them, right?
So because here's the thing, what's the benefit of divorcing,
bro?
I'm saying, what's the benefit of divorcing?
I want something different. I don't want to do this no more.
Right, and after she just wants something different. Isn't that an emotional thing? Oh, I just want something different, so let me divorce you. Let me get you to commit your funds. No.
Something.
No, I'm actually, what's the benefit of divorce?
The benefit of the divorce is it's the Catholic Church that tried to pair people for life. That lifetime bonding thing, that's not actually the nature of human beings.
But here's the thing. They made that arrange. They were fine with it at the altar, though. So why?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know who I'm gonna be at 40. I can say something at 25. I don't know who I'm going to be at 35. Do you know I did a bunch of shit in my life I said I would never do? I said I'd never do that. I said.
But here's the thing. Once you have a child, you have an obligation, just like men, no matter what, are to provide and protect irregardless of what they change. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we all have the ability to change. Doesn't mean that it's right. So now you have children growing up without two parents in the household, offsetting the design of the family construct for human beings, because as we can see, it's been unsuccessful when it's only one parent in a household. Mm-hmm. This is why the highest rate of single parenthood is in a Black community, which comes from mothers. 56% of Black mothers are single and solo. So this is why the children have the highest illiteracy rate. You know what I'm saying? This is why the economics for the average Black person is the lowest. This is why the earnings, the assets, it all comes because of that.
We can't say. I'm gonna end this here. I'm gonna end this here. Everything you just said, I'll go with it, but you can't say that the man is the leader then, because the thing about leadership, bro. Here's how I'm going, right? And I'll end here. If you and I are together, me and you chilling in the car, if something happens with you and I, if it goes wrong, it's my fault, even if it's not. That's leadership. Because I'm with you. I'm with you.
Right. That's what makes men better leaders, because men are accountable. They understand that. Women don't.
So you can't tell me about statistics about women. You have to talk to me. Listen, you have if anything goes wrong with us, I need people not to talk about you, because I'm the leader. So you can't give me stats. I don't know your name, but you can't give me stats about you, how you grew up, anything you did, because you and I are together. Everything falls back on me, no matter what. So I picked you as a friend. I picked you as a brother. I picked you as a comrade. Me and you was chilling together, and something happened on my watch. It's my fault. My head goes in the guillotine.
That I agree.
Right?
That I agree.
That's
what I'm saying. Right. Here's the thing. The reason why I'm telling you the stats is because when men were in the household at a rate of 75 to 80%, we built the Black Wall Street, we built Rosewood, we built Mechanics, whatever. I don't know if it's say Mechanical, but Riley, Durham, Central Park. You know what I mean? We have prominent Black neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we were removed and women took the lead, they've been leading the Black community the last 50, 60 years. Look where it's at. If
men were removed, I hope the Morningham report doesn't say that but anyway, because you're talking about the Morningham report, but If men were removed then, they would be removed now. And I've never been removed out my home. Hey, bro, I appreciate your call. I just like dialogue. All good, bro. You good?
No, I'm good, bro.
Okay.
All
right, cool. All right. All right, I'm gonna take another call. Call in again. Appreciate you, fam.
All right, peace.
All right. All right. I was missing some calls. I'm gonna play this video again. Is anything wrong with this video? Caller, call back in.
I got a good job. I make very, very good money. And she says the only thing I need now is a man. It's like, yo, it's like, who wants you? Who wants you? You're right. Like, once you have achieved these things, you have unfortunately disqualified yourself.
Ooh,
And
shit.
And what it is these, because and this is the thing. I'm not
Wait,
blaming
the women are gonna hate him for that shit.
Hello. What's going on? Talk to me.
What's poppin', Mr. Billions?
What's good? What's happening?
What's happening? This is Verona, the fairy traveler.
What's happening, love? What's good?
So, I'm so glad that I caught you today on the topic that you're talking about, because I've been researching the great people of America like you instructed us to, long time ago. And, I listen to both sides and I agree with a lot of points. But here I am, and I'll be raw with your audience as I've always been in my real life. I'm a 36-year-old single mother, not by choice. And I know how to take instruction. Hell, I wouldn't be able to exist in this world if I couldn't. But I just wanted to hit on a couple of things. So as far as this, he made some points, and I want to shoot back. And he talked about women not being the take order, but you mentioned that's all on what the man chooses, right? Because they're out here choosing women superficially, correct? Because he spoke on attractiveness and looks and about not really caring about what a woman's thoughts were in her inside, right? In his comparison to Beyonce and Lizzo, not even mentioning that two of those women, both of those women, the double, have beautiful minds because they're successful, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they try to pluck at things that aren't even insecure. Liza walks around butt-ass naked, as I do as a plus-size woman, all the time. Like, we're in 2022, and women are no longer tripping off of those things, from my perspective. We don't care. We're making our own money. So when you ask me as a woman, and I'm speaking from the trap perspective, no other perspective, I speak with the spirit of excellence from the ghetto. Let me put it in that manner. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I look out and I think about those men that need to control a woman, it's giving poverty.
What do you mean by
those
that?
Women,
what do you mean by that?
And when I say poverty, I'm not talking about in a financial aspect, because it's a lot of men that are very wealthy that feel the need to do the same thing. When I say poverty, a poor mindset. The mindset that is, I'm not happy unless someone else is unhappy, is giving big hater vibes to me. You know what I mean? Because it is known when men meet women and they truly want to become one with that woman, we make them better. No matter what she looks like. And we protect you. We honor you. We are humble to you. We cook for you. We clean for you. And we expand your lineage, your territory. I mean, and this is what I mean when I talk about a woman of substance. See, a woman of substance, speaking from where I come from, I can take your $20, walk in Walmart, and buy $90 worth of groceries with you.
Okay, but the video said, and what men are saying, this is what they're saying. Men are saying they don't care about that. What they care about is you being feminine, right? You being feminine, cooperative, fit. They don't care about the fact that you know how to take that 20, and put some magic on it.
Okay. All right. Well, then, since we going there, and I'm just going to hit on the last part, this is why the illiteracy rate of Black women's household is this percentage. Because you're not worried about what we think, you're worried about how we look. You know, and somewhere in the Bible, it said that crazy shit, creating an image. What is an image? A picture, a look. So, like, when we get there, he's speaking from a core mindset, something that has no substance, something that's not intelligent, something that's incapable, practically disabled, is a dummy. So you want to meet a woman, you basically want to have sex, you want to fornicate with a dead body. You want to fornicate with a functioning brain dead person, a zombie.
Okay, let me ask you this. Does it matter if men are saying this is what they want? Overwhelmingly for the last year and a half in these spaces, this is what men are saying they want. What should women do about that? If this is what men are saying they want, what they want, that they want this. What do you
deal
think?
with them accordingly. See, here's the thing. I'm talking to the author of Hope for Self because see, I'm a long time fan. Like I'm a long time fan of King. You know what I'm saying? And y'all could possibly log on his website right now and get that book, Hope for Self. I suggest that women hope for self. I suggest that they stop just watching your videos and actually read the book. I suggest that women hope for self. I suggest that they stop cooking and cleaning for men that lack the ability to open up avenues and show them new things. If you're dating a man right now from where you are, women, trap, college, school, being a sugar baby, wherever you're at, if that man is not taking you outside of the borders that you have seen, then why are you there?
Okay, let me ask you this. From a track perspective, someone in the chat said we just want women that's pleasant to be around. Why do you think that is the narrative, that the more that a woman has, she becomes more unpleasant to be around? What do you say to that?
I'm going to stand on the notion that is someone that has not ever had, doesn't have it, or maybe is intimidated by a woman. I believe that those are all components. They're either lacking or greedy, which is the same thing in a different way. You're either lacking or greedy, you know what I mean? Or you're just an extremely, just dim person. You just a dark energy. You know what I'm saying? No one can be great around you. This doesn't even apply to just women being feminine. When it comes down to being a woman, here's the whole thing. We're our battery. We control the energy of the house. So you get what you give. And as far as women, if you're dealing with something that you're not giving, like me, I don't kick bullshit. I'm strictly business. When I call through, I call about business. I stick to the 1, 2, 3, and I'm done. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to me and my dealings and how I deal with men, I just deal with them accordingly into what our relationship is on the core. If it's sexual, then it's just sexual. If it's business and networking and partying, then that's what it is. If it's family time and he's the football coach and that's my homeboy, then that's what it is. If it's a sneaky link, it's a sneaky link. And women need to learn how to compartmentalize. If they sit back and stop trying to control each other, men and women have a lot to offer each other. The problem is they want to force the things that they want out of people without establishing real connections.
What do you say about women? What do you say about men that say women just want men as a utility? That's it. What do you say to that?
I'm going to say that is absolutely positively true. But that is for women that don't have the ability to create or multiply. And this is why those women and men can remain poor. We are talking about a group of poor people, and I'm not ashamed to say it because I'm down here with them, and I don't exist like them. And I suffer consequences because of that. I suffer from being attacked by volatile, poor women that can't produce anything. We're given all the benefits in the world. Did you see what happened during COVID? Everybody that wanted to go home, that complained about their job, that complained about the white man, that complained about not being able to do this and that with their children. I'm talking about black women. They sent them home, and them hoes was, excuse me, I don't mean disrespect your life because you might keep a wrong mind, but those women, those preachers were online in their cars smoking cigarettes, weed, drinking vodka, begging people to come get the children in the households they created with the men that they chose. I'm an accountable woman. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take account for my vagina and my womb and my actions thereof. Nobody had to send me home. I chose to be home because I opened my legs, and that's where my children are. That's where I need to be.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know how to pick up a book and read with your children? You don't know how to go stand in the kitchen and teach your little girls how to cook. You don't know how to teach your boys how to bake a cake because, I mean, that might be a problem too, that men just don't have any skills.
Right.
Black men don't have any skills. Back in the day, I could go outside and find a crackhead that could rebuild my whole engine. You go outside now, all the dope heads are just dope things. No engineers, no mathematicians, no nothing. Just nothing, just blank, just dead, just empty, nothing. And this is why nobody watched what happened through COVID. Let me take you through the financials of COVID. All that money we went around. And if you from the hood, you know what happened down there. I don't have to criminalize us. Everybody know what's going on, even the IRS. Y'all know what went down. So with all that money, nobody still bought book bags. Nobody bought school supplies because those same women were then back online and back calling me, the fairy trap mother, asking me where the resources and things were so they could get school supplies because either they had the money and just didn't want to provide for their children. Mm-hmm. We're not going to sit up here as Black people and act like these are not the things that we do. We will have the money and say, I don't want to buy school supplies because that's not important to us.
Right. Okay. And in closing, that video that I just played, how do you sum that up? I'm
gonna be honest with you, Ken. I didn't see the video, and then I'm in my car. Actually, I'm out paying bills now. I caught the butt end of the conversation. I said, "This too hot. I gotta call in. Plus, I love you and I miss you."
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, love. Very trap mother. Anything you need to promote? Anything you want to tell the people something?
I don't have anything to promote right now, but what I will promote is self-empowerment for both Black men and Black women. Both of you all are struggling, and maybe you just need to separate. Emotional intelligence is something we exercise with the pen. So I suggest getting a journal and finding your inner truths. Write to yourself. Talk to yourself. Exercise some demons. Get it off your chest. Get the chip off your shoulder because it's giving anger. It's giving undesirable feeling. It's giving hurt. It's giving pain.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got a question for you before you leave. I got a question for you. Would you rather need a man or desire a man?
I'm never ever in my life going to ever need a man. But what I will want is I desire a man in my life. Someone that is trustworthy, someone that is handling business in his own life. Like I need a man to be well for himself. That way we can come together. Like I need him in his house, in his car. I need a money making Mitch. Like I need somebody that match me. Even at my level, I've always maintained. I've never fell off through heartbreak, through bad jobs. 5 kids, been a mother since I was 15. I'm a graduate of high school. I don't have a GED. I graduated from high school. I attempted college and it just wasn't for me, but there's some special shit going on in these colleges when it comes to us, but that's a different life. You know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't for me, but I don't need that. You know why? Because there's libraries and there's the internet and there's self-will. And where you have self-will, there's always a way. And if you believe in a higher source, the providence is there. The money is there. The time is there. The energy is there. What are you doing with it?
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, love. I'm going to get another caller. All right, love you back. Appreciate you.
You're very inspiring to me, and I hope that all women can learn from men because men are tools of enlightenment. Have a beautiful evening.
Shout out to you. Peace. This is Ken.
What's up, Bill? What's up, Ken? What's going on, Billion?
What's happening, bro?
Ain't much of nothing, man. It's Jason. I just called in.
What's up? Did you see the video clip that I played?
Yeah, I played that. I saw that briefly. I actually looked at. Did you post that yesterday, correct?
I posted it the other day. All right, so you tell me. You got the floor. When a woman makes more money, is she less attractive?
Off the cuff, no. But based upon how they take that, making more money, yes. And that's for anybody. Really, whenever anybody put in any kind of work to get something they want, they kind of want to be a little bit different. However, when it comes to women, they seem to think that the money that they make is going to make them kind of like how men are, and it doesn't really work out like that, bro. Like a woman making money, like how she's making money, oftentimes when she gets to the point where the status of the money is doing whatever it is that she's doing, she's looking for a man to make just as much as her or even more. And if you don't, that's hard to get that kind of level of respect from a woman. when she's making that type of money. She don't want to come down on her respect level. And I can understand that, no doubt whatsoever. However, that's what's making it difficult for her. It's not that her making money is the problem. It's the fact that now that she's making money, she particularly in the Black community, they feel like there's something else other than what they are. I don't care, me personally, I don't care how much money a woman's making. If she's coming my way, it's going to be my way or no way, and no way is okay. And I mean what I said. Like, I'm not intimidated by no broad telling me that she got making money or anything like that. Bring the money home to me, and we'll work it my way. That's just how I roll.
Okay.
I don't roll with breaking pay.
Okay, so let me ask you this: why are men getting the perception that when a woman is making money, that she behaves or talks to men in a certain type of way? Is that your experience, or is this what you're hearing from other men?
Now, I have had that experience before. I'm hearing that from other men, and I'm hearing that from women as well. Now, I'm gonna tell you something that's key. When you deal with a woman and you can't really get the sex from her, if it's not a sexual thing, you can be her friend. Ooh, I've done that plenty of times. And when you do that, you find that they start speaking the truth because they don't feel any type of aggression or vulnerability from sexuality. And they tell you how they think. The truth of the matter is, when they're making money, women don't desire men who can't bring them. I'll tell you simple as this. A woman will take you out for dinner and she'll pay for it once, maybe twice. But after that, she's not trying to do that too many times because she doesn't feel like she needs to be providing for a man. And I can understand that because there's no need for a woman to raise up a man.
How old's the woman?
Well, how old is a woman? You're looking at about maybe, I don't know really how old the woman is, but I could say around maybe in her 30s, mid-30s, 40. At that point, she's not really trying to take care of no man. And I can totally understand.
You're changing it because
why you say that?
You're changing it because this is not about anybody necessarily taking care of nobody. Right? So it's not that. It's not about no one taking.
The money, what you gonna do with the money though?
No, I'm saying no, it's not about that. It's not about necessarily taking care of nobody. So what I'm focused on is if the woman, do we live in a capitalistic society?
Currently we kind of do, but not kind of. Yeah,
okay.
We live in a capitalistic society. You got an elite that don't try to do capitalism. They do something else.
Okay. So but globally, would you agree that money is important?
Very.
Would you agree that status is important?
It is not really, but it is.
Would you agree?
Hugely important.
Would you agree that connections are important?
Absolutely. Networking is. Yeah.
Okay. So, if a person has money, they have connections, they have status, they've done things in life, and let's say this is a woman, how does that make her more unattractive?
Well, it doesn't innately because of that. That's not what makes it unattractive.
So are we saying men are actually saying the broker the better? The broker the woman the better?
No, that's not what we're saying.
Okay.
If that woman brings whatever she's bringing to the table for the whole, then it's not even broker. It's actually a good thing that she brings that to the table. However, women generally want someone to provide for them, or they generally want somebody to be on the same level or more. They feel better in that position. They don't really feel that good in a position where they feel like they have to provide something for a man.
Let me ask this. If a woman makes more money than a man, but here's the key word, she respects the man, do you believe that she's going to have that behavior with him?
If she respects that man, she won't have that. No, she won't have that behavior.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing.
Not so far. For a while, I give her a little bit. I give her about a couple of months.
Okay.
3 months at the most.
No.
3 months
at
the most. You give me 3 months at the most.
No. Respect. No. Respect don't work like that.
Yes, it does. Sir.
Let me tell you what I'm saying. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Like, when you respect somebody, you respect them. For you to lose respect for that person, they have to do something character-wise.
Not necessarily true.
Listen what I'm saying. Character-wise. Now look. If there's a woman and she starts talking to him differently, right?
Differently from what?
If she starts talking to him differently after those 3 months, like you said, she always seen him like that.
Not true.
She always seen him like that.
I don't agree with that one, Ken. But go ahead.
What I'm telling you is, anytime a woman lost respect for me, it was never financial.
I can get with that.
Right? I did something with my character in our relationship that made her look at me differently. It was never about no money. Look. One of the things that I'm good at listening to what women really say, not what men are saying women are doing or saying. Right?
Women don't tell the truth,
bro.
They don't tell the truth, bro.
Anybody will tell you the truth. Let me finish with you. Let me tell you about.
I'm with you. Go ahead.
Anybody will tell you the truth if that's your friend.
Oh, no, bro. Hey, that's friend zone.
No. I don't get friend. No. Hold on. Let's be clear. I don't get friend zone. You don't friend. No. Friend zone is there's no sexual attraction.
Yeah.
I don't get that doesn't happen to me. So what I'm saying is I'm the home. This has been my whole life. I'm the homie that gets told all the business, and people want to rock with me in another space. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why though. Because I never change. It doesn't matter what the woman tells me. I never switch up. Never did that. That never been my character. So because of that, I know about women's secrets. Things that they would never tell another man. And what I'm telling dudes in their spaces, men are going to continue to catch L's because what men think about women, that's not how they really are.
Bullish.
All right.
Here. Even catching an L from a woman is not a big deal. Like, who is she anyway? Like, whatever, catching an L from a woman is not a big thing anyway. That's just what they do.
Catching an L is you being on child support. Catching an L is someone in your space and they see your inner workings of your empire, and that's not your friend. That's a L. That's a L.
I get that.
That is a huge L.
I get that, but you see, what I think it is that we're not really talking about is we see the same thing from what you're describing. These women are some upright women, and
I didn't say that. Okay, that's why. No. That's why I said I opened the video saying women are human. Men think women are something else.
No,
I don't.
No, I think they're human 100%. It's just the thing is this. When it comes to dealing with men, women, particularly after women, they have an innate disdain for masculinity and men and what they present. Because if you look at the posts from the first advertisement of your channel, most of them talked about the word control, and that's a big thing in them because really that's what they want. Women really desire control. That's why they work so hard to get the businesses and money and everything that they want, because they want to control their future. They want to control their freedom, which is cool. What I'm saying is, if a woman comes my way, I don't care about none of it. If you come my way, baby, it's gonna be my way. I don't care how much money you do. And that's the thing about they're trying to do. It's like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. So they'll get with the man, and they want to put 1 foot in society and the safety of wanting to survive the way they think they survive, and try to have a man with 1 foot in man's life. That's not the way this is going to roll with me, baby. Whoever the woman is either 2 feet in with me or 2 feet out away from me. There's no middle ground with that, because that's where the atmosphere of that consternation comes into place. Because they start to think back to the original conversation. They don't need you, etc. No woman needs a man to be with them. But if a woman wants to be with me, she's going to need me in that place to be with me. It's not like she's going to put 1 foot in and think I'm not going to be there.
Why does a woman need you specifically? Why?
Well, if she wants to be with me, she's going to need me.
Why?
That's the specific part. Because she can't be with me and I'm absent from the perspective. Do you understand that? I'm not going to be absent from my world.
No, listen what I'm telling you. No. Okay, let me ask you this. Is it better?
Did you get what I just said? Though?
I heard you. What I'm asking you is,
Go ahead.
do you personally want her to need you or want you?
I personally want her to need me to be with me. She's gonna need me to be with me. I don't care about whatever she's thinking in her mind. That's her mind. If she wants to be with a guy that does this, and this, or a guy that is about this, and this, that's a theoretical image. But when she gets with me, it's gonna be me. And if she wants to be with me, I'll need it for that element to be with me. I'm not gonna be absent from my world. I'm not going to be absent from the king of my world. We talk about the hero's journey a lot. And as a hero's journey, going through all of what I go through, I'm not going to take a side step so a woman can be with me. I'm going to take a front seat so she has to be with me. I'm the representative of the world that she wants to be with, if she wants to be with me. Now, if she doesn't want to be with me, then please, look, the door to my life is double hinged. She can push the door and leave.
I want to ask you a question.
I
want to ask you a question.
She's not going to. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question.
But did you hear what I just said?
I heard you. I picked up everything you putting down. So
ahead,
do you feel more from being needed or being wanted?
It's kind of like a both. It's a both. It's not necessarily more from either or. Give me both of them. I need to be needed and I need to be wanted.
Why though?
Both of them.
Why the need? Why? Explain that.
Are you listening? Are you ready?
Go ahead.
You ready?
Go ahead.
I represent my world. No one represents my world other than me. If a woman wants to be with me, then I am the representative that she has to come through to be in that world. Did you get that?
What does that mean?
Hold on, did you get that first?
What does that mean?
I'll explain it. I'm going to explain, but did you get that first?
I'm asking you, what does it mean?
Okay, I'll say it again, and then I'm explaining. If a woman wants to be with me, I am necessary to represent me. Now, what that means is the idea of being with a man can't trump me, because if she wants to be with me, I'm not just any motherfucking man. I am me. If she wants to be with me, then she has to come across my approval to be with me. I'm the gatekeeper of me and my world. That means my resources, where I come from, what I have, and what I'm able to provide. All of that is overshadowed and represented by me. She just can't come get that and then excuse the person that's representing it just to have it. The answer to that is no. If she wants that, she needs to find a sucker or a lesser male to kind of get that from.
Okay. So real quick, you mentioned your world. What do you mean? She has to come through you to get to your world. What does that mean?
Okay, what that means is whatever it is that I provide, if she's into me because of my characteristics and what it is that she desires, that's me. If she's into me because of my resources and what I have, that's me. If she's into me because of the access to a network that I already possess, that's me. Everything comes through me. There is no free pass. She doesn't get in just because she's a woman and all of a sudden wants to start taking those things. No, she has to go through my approval. That means she has to go through my checkoff list. She has to go through what it is that I approve of to be in my world. And that's any woman. It doesn't matter. She could be a Rihanna. It should be a Rihanna. She could be in that kitchen making sandwiches, shut the fuck up like anybody else. But it's passing through my approval. You can't come up in here trying to make rules in my world, especially when, now this is the key, and most men don't want to go this far, and in this world we don't go this far, but we're starting to go that far. If the barbarian is at the gate, and she doesn't have the ability to physically subdue that man for what she's about, then she has no other choice but submit to it or make her choice to go away and find somebody lesser. That's the deal. The deal is not that she comes in because she's a woman and start waving some stuff around. Don't nobody care about that. We, especially at this time right here, don't nobody even listen to that. Don't no real men listen to a woman yap all day long about her desire. It has to pass through the approval of who she's trying to be with.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about the woman's desire. Men are listening to women's desires. This is why, they coined the term now, shame, blame, and explain. So that's why men are shaming women, winners coming, trying to bring them back to the table, because women are let me finish. Right. Women are actually saying a different story. The whole winners coming was women coming. Hopefully women will come back to the table. Now we can negotiate terms. Winter came, spring is about to be here, and women didn't come to the table. Do you know why? Because
you tell me.
I'll tell you. because the manhood hasn't upgraded. So therefore, what women want, I'll explain that, what I mean. Manhood hasn't upgraded. So women they're in a position to go after what they desire. Let me tell you what I mean by manhood hasn't upgraded. Traditionally, what you might think is male, there's an app for that. There's an algorithm for that, because men, like people like to use modern men, haven't added to the component of what makes a man a man. Nobody needs you to toss around boxes. Nobody needs you to fight a saber-toothed tiger. Those are Neolithic. Those are Neolithic talking points.
That still does not change anything, bro.
Okay.
If a woman wants to be with a particular man, she has to go through his approval to be with him. It doesn't matter whether you listen boxes, open pickle jars, or popping a cap off a soda. It does not matter. If she wants to be with said man, she has to pass through his gates of approval. She cannot. And
you know what his approval is? This is the problem.
I don't know. Hold. Don't start dissing men.
No, I'm not dissing. I'm not dissing. I'm not. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let's be clear. My last 3 videos are called "Man Sharpens Man." Now you hold on. My last 3 videos are "Man Sharpens Man," right? Okay. So all right. So this is not a diss, but the approval thing that you're talking about. Let me tell you, the approval thing that you're talking about is the man's eyes, and that is a flaw. That's a flaw. That's a flaw. But the way, if listen to the talking point.
It doesn't have to be
bro.
Screw the talking point. We talking me and you.
Bro.
Screw the talking point.
Screw the talking points. But you're using talking points though.
No, I'm not. Just screw the talking point. It doesn't have to be his eye.
So what is a man's approval?
It's whatever he's looking for in the situation. Listen, there is no woman on this planet that can make herself be in a man's life if he doesn't want her in there. She don't have no power to say, hey, I'm going to be your such and such, and I'm such and such. She can't do that. It's up to him to accept her presence in his life. We talk about that. You talk about the hero's journey. That's what makes you attracted to your message. And in the hero's journey, once you go through a lot of that stuff, you ain't trying to break bread with what you've been through to be with a woman. Because what you've been through is so much more above whatever it is that she's bringing you.
What do you mean by that?
She can't bring you to manhood. She can't bring you to manhood. So if she can't bring you to manhood and she wants a man, then she has to take up a different position if she's coming into your world. Because she has to come underneath what you've been through to be what you are. She can't come in saying, hey, look, I know you conquered the dragon. I know you conquered your fears, but I have a vagina. So do what I say and be what I am. No.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
That's backwards, bro.
So
how's she gonna do that? What kind of muscle? What innate muscle she has to actually do that? Now, if you wanted to enforce yourself in her world, you could. Like as the barbarian shows up at the gate as the COVID bug or the Wuhan bug, as the barbarian shows up at the gate as war, if the barbarian shows up at the gate as financial collapse. Those are the things that women can't do anything.
Okay, so wait. So just so I'm clear. So to get them terms, it has to be an all-out. Listen what you just said. You said you said the virus. You said war. Okay, so basically, to get that outcome, the whole system has to collapse. If the system doesn't have to collapse, then women don't have to get in pocket like that. What you just said was the world-ending scenario. Why does the world have to end for the men to get what their way? Like the world has to end.
Hold on, what I said doesn't mean right, but it has to be something that they can actually. This is the deal. When women have this choice to be what they are and this choice to do what they do with their choice is this. I give you a scenario so you can hear what I'm talking about. In Kentucky, there are 3 men that got 81 children. 3 men that have 81 children in Kentucky. Now, that's 3 men that's able to produce 81 children. After the second baby mama, they should have known that there's multiple baby mamas, and he ain't taking care of the first 2, then he's not going to take care of the third. So what's going on, my guy? Hey, what's up, man? Hey, look at and Take care of yourself, man. You know what time it is? Yeah. That's the young blood right. He was 19. I talk to him all the time. Look here. And so that's that. But when you start painting the picture and you start looking at how whatever it is that they are starting to whatever it is when women are starting to come into the fold, they generally they have to extract from you what you actually give.
Okay,
to
let
them.
me hold on, let me stop you right there, bro.
Go ahead.
You cannot use, well, you can if you want, but I'm just saying though, if a woman has a child, right, with one of the dudes that has 81 children, you can't isolate that woman and talk about her. Her and the man, they are equally yoked. So
It's cool.
they're equally yoked, right? They're equally yoked. So I don't know what that would, you using that as a metric of anything, because they're same. They play, they're two frogs boiling in the same pot. So let's take them off the table.
So let's look at it. So those three guys have at least 30 women boiling in that pot.
Okay.
So 2 men, 30 women. So there are more women boiling in the same pot than what that man is in his one pot. If you add Future into the situation, Future got 11 kids. So 80 plus 11 is 91 kids. That's 4 men. And then you come back and you add your boy Nick Cannon. Let's just say you throw Nick Cannon in there. Nick Cannon got 8. So you talk about 99 children, 100 children between 5 men.
Okay.
These women are actually selecting men that already have so much that they have going. So now there's a rest of the men out here.
But why are you talking about them though?
Oh no, I'm just bringing it up as it's an issue. I'm bringing it up
An issue to who? Why is it?
What women are choosing? This is what women are choosing.
No. Why do you care what women are choosing?
I don't care what women choose. Ultimately, it's just observing what they do. See, what you're doing is you're caping for them, trying to make a cloak to hide what they're doing.
Hold on. First off, what's the cape? What's the cape?
See what they're doing. If you're talking about 20% of the men are following 80 to 70% of the children in the African American community, they're choosing on their freedom what they want. That's
their freedom, though. I don't care. You know what? You know what I'm more concerned with? You know what I'm more concerned with? A dude coming home from prison, does he have economic opportunities? I don't care. I don't care what women are doing with their vagina.
But this is the key then. If you don't care what women are doing with their vagina, which is cool, then you should care as much as what men are doing with the choice not to deal with you.
You know why? Okay, so when I tell men not to pick, when I tell men not to pick women with their eyes, okay, let me get this straight. So you have men that are telling other men to pick a woman based on femininity, looks, and cooperativeness. You don't have to tell a man for that. You don't have to tell a man. Yes, you do. Because yes, you do. You don't have to tell a man to do. No, what I'm saying is that's the advice. That's the advice. What I say to men is pick a woman because of intellect. How is that caping for the woman? How is that caping for the woman?
And she has to be smart to realize she's coming into his world. If a man says, "Hey, look, I want to be with you," he can't make her be with him. But if she says, "Okay, I want to be with you as well," that's where the picking comes in. Because if she wants to be with him, she has to play by his rules. She can't come in there bringing rules to him because she has no power to enforce that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Because
you understand what I'm just saying?
Yeah, and I'm about to audit what you're saying. She can't come here with his rules, right? What if what she's coming in is right and exact though?
First of all, okay, cool. If what she's coming in right and exact and he's not with it, she needs to go find somebody that's quote unquote right and exact.
Right.
She needs to be like, "Hey, look, that's what she needs to do." And this is the situation we're looking at because these women aren't getting anybody. Now they're getting people to sleep with them, which is what they are. This is what they've relegated themselves to. They relegate themselves to jump off.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. If you don't know, let me tell you that because I see the blue checks and I see the comments. Trust me when listen what I'm telling you, bro. Trust me when I tell you these women don't have no problem finding no man, bro. That like that.
They don't have no problem finding a man that will sleep with them. Because men will sleep with just about anything.
They don't have a problem. They don't have a problem getting in a relationship. They don't want to.
Oh, yes, they do. Listen, yes, they do. And check this out. If they don't want to, then that's cool with them. If they don't want to be with nobody, then there's no need to talk. They need to go on about their way and just go ahead and crochet or go to Abu Dhabi or wherever they need to go to live their best life. There's nobody talking trash about that. But if you start with that, with said woman, whoever she is, wants to start coming with a man, then she has to fall under his umbrella because he gets to make the standards for his life. She can make him be with her. There's no magic for that.
How do you know he has an umbrella though?
I don't know if he was on umbrella.
No, you're assuming that the man is gonna. Look, this is the thing, bro. I don't assume.
You assuming that the man ain't got nothing.
No. First off, I understand that this thing is based on rites of passage. So leadership, umbrella, program, that's not natural to the male. You have to be taught that.
That's the male. We're talking about men that already understand this. Like I said earlier, it's like, man, we already understand this stuff. Like everybody, you're not the only man on this planet. I'm not the only man on this planet. We're not the only quote unquote men that have already established themselves in their hero's journey. We're not the only ones. You're not the only one. So there are many that are doing it. So it's to sit here.
So here's the thing.
This men.
Hold
a minute.
Go ahead.
Hold a minute. See, what's happening is to sit here and continuously dismiss men. Feeds into the narrative that men ain't is. Men ain't is. Man, ain't nobody trying to feed it anymore because we heard that for almost 40 to 50 years. So all of their talk is trash right now because it's the same echo. Men ain't this, men ain't that. Ain't nobody got time for that. If men ain't this, then stay out of men's faces. Go home, crochet, do what you do, go make your money, live your best life, travel the world, but stay out of men's faces because all of that yapping is unnecessary. But you're in or you're out.
But if I scroll through YouTube, the podcasts are in women. The men are in women's faces.
No, they're not. Listen, man.
Your number. Hold on. I'm gonna be fair with you. Your number one talking head right now talks to women.
That's what he does.
Okay, hold on. No hate. Get your bread. But let's be specific. Let's be specific. Okay.
I think it's too much.
Okay.
I think it's too much. I think it's too much talking.
Other podcasts are talking to women. Winter's coming. What's next? Summer's coming.
No. Let me correct you.
All right. Do I have to go down the list? Hold on. You're speaking to me. You're speaking to me as if I don't know. You're speaking to me as if I don't know. Like if I'm just making this up. Okay. So I'm about to go down the list for you. Because you okay. Oh, okay.
No. Let me tell you something. These cats people have been talking about this for the longest, Ken.
I'm talking about right now.
2003.
Look.
So listen to me. They've been talking about this for longer since 2003. Everybody just now catching up to this. This is not anything new, bro. This is old as I don't know what. They've been talking since 2003, all the way back into 2000. This is old as I don't know what, but it's just now catching on. And people like rah, and getting all crazy about it. This is old news. People still have yet to catch up with the rest of this stuff. And if you talk about talking points, the talking points that people are enamored about are just maybe a fraction of the whole conversation. We've been talking about this for the longest. This is not anything.
Look, hey, I'm gonna give you the last word, bro. Then I'm gonna move on.
Say new. This is old shit. This is old. I think it's overplayed. I think we need to stop talking and just tell women what it is. If they want it, cool. If not, they can skedaddle. There's enough of this yakking. If they don't like it, they can go. But when they come on board, they gotta shut it down and do what's necessary.
They are okay. My thing is, they are skedaddle. Bro, listen. Okay,
you tell them. Since you're the spokesman for the women, you tell them you can get on board or you get out of the box.
I don't have to tell women nothing. They already are skedaddling.
It sounds like you're the spokesperson.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think women are honest when they talk. To be honest, I think this is be talking just to be talking because this is a whole nother realm, and ain't nobody asking them to be what they think they don't want to be. And look at that whole control issue that they mentioned in the first post. They always talk about control. It's not control. You come into a man's world. If you don't like it, stay your behind out of a man's world. Hold on. Which is cool.
Okay.
Just cool. Stay out of it. Like, get your behind out of it. Go do something else with your life. Go live your best life. Take them.
But they are, though. That's the thing. They are. They are. Look, winter's coming. That was clearly showing you that the women are skedaddling. Winter's coming.
That's what they need to do. They need to go ahead and then the deep part about it, when it all falls, like it's going to continue.
Oh my God.
When it all falls, like continue falls, then they need to be with other women. And those women that are talking that time, you take care of single mothers and taking their children and start providing for them. Don't ask men to do that. And then men can go.
They don't have to ask men because men want to have sex. So men are going to come to women. They don't have to ask men for nothing.
Listen, but sex is not relationship.
People want money. They don't care about relationships.
Okay, then those women that don't care need to just suck to Johnson and get on about their way. That's what I'm trying to say.
But they are though. They're not tripping.
And that's what I'm about. I'm about them not tripping either. I'm not tripping either. If they want some Johnson, I got a Johnson for them with a flag on it. They can do that.
I got you.
About their way. I can put them on their forehead. Be like,
I got you.
I'll call you later. Shoot them a text, and that's it. There's no beans right there. But if they want a relationship and be with the man, they got to shut it down and come his way.
Got you.
He gets the standard on his life. It ain't about nothing what they talking about. They just talking. They don't have no power to do anything. They're going by what men have already established for them, and they can vouch for a sister. They don't have no power. What are they going to do? Beat your ass and make you be with them?
Hey,
you talk to me about that.
For sure.
That's real, kid.
Hey, I appreciate you. I'm gonna take this next call.
Go ahead, bro, man. Do your thing, man. I appreciate you.
My dude.
You, man. Salute.
For sure. Peace. This is Ken.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, did you listen to the video?
I did listen to the video.
Okay. So my question is, this is the question. Okay, so for people that don't know, like, let's run through the video again, right? Real quick.
I can't wait to put this shit out.
Because literally, she says, "I gotta get."
Oh, hold on, one sec.
Okay.
One sec.
Literally, she says, "I got a good job. I make very, very good money." And she says, "The only thing I need now is a man." It's like, yo, it's like, who wants you? Who wants you? You're right. Like, once you have achieved these things, you have unfortunately disqualified yourself.
Ooh,
and
shit.
And what it is these, because and this is the thing. I'm not.
The women are gonna hate him for that shit. Though. They're gonna hate him for that. I can't wait to put this shit out.
Because literally, she said,
"Okay, my question to you is, my question to you is." Are you concerned with making more, getting more, because you may be least attracted? You may be less attractive the more you scale. Is that a concern of yours?
No, it's not a concern, especially with, I guess, the areas and some of the circles I maneuver in.
Mm-hmm.
I see the opposite of like men not thinking that way. Like my friend sent me that, and those men sound. This may sound mean, but I said it smells like poverty. That sounds mean, but it's like the men I see in the circles I'm in, they tend to marry women who are accomplished. They use, they both thrive off of each other's assets or business savvy and things like that. They don't see a woman, I guess, especially when you get older as a woman, they don't see that as a threat or that you hit the wall. If anything, it could be a benefit to him, and as well as he can be a benefit for you. And I don't know, I just find that in the time and age we're in, that men think that way. It's weird to me.
Is that a concern of yours though? Like if you reach your financial destination, if you land there, and if you land there with all the goals and dreams that you want, are you concerned that you won't be able to find someone because you're now disqualified for your accomplishments?
Absolutely not. If anything, I'll be disqualified if I had like a nasty attitude or I was rude, not for like accomplishments. If anything, I found that men were attracted to my passions and dreams and things like this than versus, and it's not something I brag about because I am who I am. I don't come to the table like brag about these things, but they sound that they didn't disqualify me for my accomplishments, if that makes sense.
So you're not scared that if you scale that you may lose potential suitors because of your success? You're not worried about that?
No, because, okay, for me, I feel like we are entering the age, and I watch their videos, but as a teacher, I see this, and I talk to my students about this, like the fourth industrial revolution. Anyone that thinks like this is going to get left behind. It's stupid. Like, I wouldn't even want to date someone that's like that. So no, I wouldn't feel bad. I wouldn't even be attracted. I don't tend to run into men like that, and I'll be happy if they didn't want me. And I feel like I could still attract a man. I wouldn't feel like, even if I scaled and became the woman of my dreams, a man would still probably talk to me. And
would you prefer to need a man or to want a man?
I would say I prefer, okay, to me, need is about survival. To desire someone, it's like my desires are always growing. They don't ever end. And so they're endless. So I'm going to want them. I'm never going to be satisfied versus a need, like once it's, I achieve it, crossed out the list, I'm satisfied. I wouldn't even want a man to need me. I would want him to desire me. It's just something more attractive to me about desiring someone than needing someone with survival. Also, this whole submission thing, like she must submit. It's not even submission. Like, I don't know. It's weird. If she makes this much money, it's not gonna work. It's like, you wouldn't have to do all that if you were a powerful man, if you were about your business, if you were about your money. You wouldn't be on videos talking about winter is coming. So you must not be the man you claim you're gonna be. You're gonna be sitting up talking about women all day, because I don't know. The men I see don't talk like that. It's weird.
So okay, so
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so say you are the breadwinner. All right, so I'm gonna do something of the I'm gonna do the extremes. Be honest. So I'm gonna go extreme. You make $500,000, right? The guy that is interested in you, he makes 80,000. All right. All right.
Keep going.
Okay. I mean, your laugh told me enough. But okay. All right. You make 500. The guy makes 80. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you like the dude, but he makes 80.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you asking me what I want to be with him?
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be a no. I'll be honest. Like, for me, I'm not one of those like super romantic person, like Cinderella stories. When I think of like marriage and relationships, like legacy, strategy, things like that. So it wouldn't work.
Okay. What if he makes 125?
Possibly, maybe.
Oh, okay. What's
maybe
the
some investments? Maybe as like,
okay?
Assets.
So, do you think there's a big difference between the man that's 125 and the ones that's 80? Is there a big difference in terms of them?
It depends. It could be like maybe what industry he's in, maybe what his ambition. Like, are you in the industry where you're just like, if you never move up? You know what I mean? As I'm gonna be honest, I'll be honest with people. I am like attracted to, like, I tell my friends this, and this is me. Like, I like to network. I like to move up. I like things like that. So I am attracted to like men who are ambitious, who are in the community, helping the community, doing charity, things like that. So I like a man that has the ability to keep moving up. So I think there could be a difference, I guess, depending on where you're looking at.
Okay, so all right, so the guy that's 125 that you said possible, let's say he's content where he's at.
I don't like a man that's content.
Okay, what about the guy that has 80,000 with ambition?
I think I would go find someone who has ambition that makes more than 80,000.
All right. So you make 500, he makes 250.
I could possibly win.
Okay, it's just that 80 number you ain't rocking with.
It's not gonna work. No.
Okay. All right. Now I'll be honest, because the dudes be throwing comments. So, all right, you can answer or not answer.
Okay.
Would you still have fun with the dude that's 80?
Fun?
Yeah.
Like for play, I guess.
Like wink, wink.
No.
Okay. So
Okay, I agree that, and I say that because I said I'm attracted to power. Some people are attracted to, like, I don't know, they find attraction like
okay.
love and butterflies and stuff. I don't.
Okay. So you want
I want legacy. I'm strategic, and that could be, you know, I grew up in the suburbs and poor in the hood, and I just seen people make dumb decisions in love, like only basic things in love. I think marriage and things like that should be more strategic.
okay. So I'm gonna throw something at you.
Okay.
So now you said you want power, and what do you say to the people that said, well, you're one of the women that want the same type of man? Because would you say that a lot of women want that same man?
The powerful man?
The powerful man, yeah.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay. What do
it
you
just depends. I don't but it,
what do you
go ahead, I'm sorry.
What do you do about that?
Even I know, like, at a certain level, like, you do have to change things about yourself to attract the person you want. If you want to be in a circle, if you want a man in a certain circle, you figure out how you're going to get in that circle. You might need to fix some things about yourself. So I will say it just depends. Like, so I will say there are, and it can be a little competitive, but so I'm not going to acknowledge that that's not true. I do believe.
So you'll compete for that man.
Compete.
You don't like that
it's
word?
Not for me. It's not only about the man, because I like being in certain circles. Period. I guess. Does that make sense?
Explain.
Like, I always been someone. Like, even in college, I always been someone that's involved in certain organizations. I want to move to the top. I want to be charitable, and I just find myself attracted to men in those circles. Versus when in college, when I dated someone the complete opposite of me, and just didn't work.
Okay, so let me ask you this. All right, I'm gonna throw the whole table at you right here. So the guy that you're pursuing, let's say he has that power, he has that thing that you're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. But he has 3 other women that you know that want him too, right? What if they come to you and said, look, we've been wanting him. You either gonna share him with us or you're gonna compete for him. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah. They came to you like a woman and had that conversation. You either going to compete. Now, this is the dude that you want, right? Mm-hmm. But guess what? Women like you are attracted to this individual, okay? And the women come to you. Look, you going to either fall in line with us, he's going to be our dude, or you got to compete with both of us to get him for yourself. And this is what you want. What do you do?
I'm not falling in line. But I will say, I like what you're saying happens. I'm not going to lie. I mean, there's a woman in history that have, Ariana Huffington. These are well-known women in history. Played this game. Who has the Huffington Post? Pamela Harriman, Eva Perón, who's like, she's passed and gone now. But these are women that, you know, married the powerful, most wealthiest men, probably multiple of them, and they all had to compete. And some of them like stole people's husbands. So I guess I know the reality. I don't know if I would want to fall in line though, unless the relationship was just like about power and legacy, money, and it was just like that. Then maybe, if I didn't really care.
So it
was just like strictly business.
You're not falling in line though.
Probably not.
Now, mind you, this is what you. I'm going off like this is what you personally want, right? That's it. You're not falling in line, so you'll take your ball and go home.
No, I'm gonna compete. I'm not gonna.
Oh, you're gonna compete. You're gonna compete.
It just. And I don't know if I would. I might go pick someone else. I don't know if I would like set my eyes on just that man. I don't know if I want to compete like over 3 other girls before me. I mean, I feel like there's multiple successful men.
So what do you?
But I will do that. If you were giving me the option to compete versus fall in line, I'll compete before I just share a man with 3 women. I am not doing that. But if I had another option, I would just find another one or just do me. And I feel like if he's the right one, I'll attract him regardless. I don't have to do the most.
Okay, so if you like dudes like that, how many dudes do you think will have that kind of setup where the women are like, you're going to have to compete or fall in line? Do you think every dude in that situation would resemble that kind of life?
I don't think every dude in that situation, and I think it depends on the man's character. There are men who might be wealthy and powerful, and then maybe that comes from business, maybe real estate or things like that, and they might just have different character, morals, and values, just like there might be someone else that maybe he has that set up. I probably wouldn't mess with someone that's set up unless I really wanted to play that game, if that makes sense.
Now, what if you didn't have to play none of the game for the 80K dude? You didn't have to compete.
I don't want to. The message, and no, I'm not, because I don't have to.
I hear that.
I don't have to. I haven't had to.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. It's your world. That's fair. Okay, so but the main thing is you don't feel that the more you scale, it will hinder you to attract someone. You don't, and you're not worried about that. Okay.
Because and it sounds bad because I've seen men just mess with like anyone, to be honest, and women too. So I feel like at my lowest of the low, I was probably, attracting men, where I'm not. I feel like I always will. I don't want to attract a man that just cancels me out because, she's accomplished. When I know, like on the other side in the world we're moving in, and I see the marriages of people, not people who want to be on the bottom, who are content, who just want a woman like, the average man makes 40K a year, so they want a woman to feel comfortable with him. That's why they're making all that noise. When I see the people who are moving up in society and being smart, especially where the future is headed, and who they're marrying, whether it's a man or a woman, they're making very smart, strategic decisions about that. And so that wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't want to be on the other side.
Okay, one sec. I got to take. Okay, hold on. Hello. Okay. Hello. Yes. Yep. It's good. Okay. All right, just stay there. All right. Okay. All right, I'll give you the last word.
Anything I want to say?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I just think it's silly. Like, I don't think a woman has to sell, but I do think for anyone, if you want the type of person, like, let's say if you want a woman who is like on her stuff, looks good and stuff, you will have to level up. And just like a woman would, like, once you start getting in certain, and then take people out of it, once you start getting in certain circles, you do have to become a little more polished, change your like qualities, characteristics about you, because there are certain etiquettes, I guess, or gatekeepers and things. But I feel like that goes for any side. But for that video, to me, it just shows a men who may not be confident in themselves. And so the only way to get women to, be with them is to have those women be less than who they are, and then they're liked. That's what it sounds like to me.
I appreciate your call, love.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Bye.
All right. I'll take one more call before I have to skedaddle. And I want to know, did the dudes have a point? And as a woman, are you worried about, as you scale, you're not going to attract a man because you're too accomplished? Let's look at the video again real quick. I'll take my last call. All right. What you got for me?
What's up, Ken?
What's good?
Girl P?
What's good, love? Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw it. I'm actually going to make my reaction video to that myself. So I'll tell you what I have to say about that.
Okay.
The reality is this. Money is a tool. And that tool buys you freedom. And Patriarchal society has conditioned men to believe that they're the only ones who deserve ultimate freedom. The woman is not to be totally free. She is to be under the control of a man. So, with a man getting money, it buys him the ultimate freedom to do as he pleases, to come and go as he pleases. He understands this is what money does for him. When a woman gets money and has that same level of freedom, it takes the level of control that he has away from him over her. And so the attraction to women that these typical men have is the ability to control and make them, quote unquote, submit to him. A woman who has her own and stands on her own 2 feet will not do this. And that's what's less attractive to him. So it's almost like food stamps. The government says to you, we ain't gonna give you food stamps unless you make below or at this amount. Mm-hmm. The mentality of certain people will say, I'm not going to get a job because I want to get food stamps, so I'm going to lessen myself. I ain't going to get no job. I'm not going to put out any ambition because I want food stamps. The type of women that he would be attracting, or what he wants, is a woman that says, I am going to stop the progression of myself. I am not going to go above and beyond to be a better version of me, because in order to get this guy that's saying this, I have to dim myself. For me, I'm not that type of person. I would rather be single than to dim my light and stop my progression in life just to say that I have a man. You know, so what he's speaking of is from a male who has no way to attract a woman outside of his ability to pay for her to submit. The true power in a man is when he can allow a woman to be free and she walk her ass right on back to him. She can be free and she's still with him. That says more than a man who has to purchase control. And I'm like the last chick that you just had on. The reality is, I don't want no weak man. I want a powerful man. I'm just not going to compete for no chick for no powerful man because I don't have to.
Hold on now.
Yeah.
Would you agree that humans get into open conflict for what they deem as valuable?
Yes, they will. I do.
So.
But I also say this, Ken. There is a skill in psychology. The person who masters psychology understands. See, a man is going to chase what he feel like he can't get. See, all of the women that's chasing him, he know he can get them. But you get that one chick that's like, I'm not going to compete for you. I'm going to do my own thing because I know I'm bad in my own right. That individual has an interesting appeal to that man who all these other chicks, he can get them easily. But what's up with this other chick that I just can't get her? I can get everybody else, but she thinks she's too good for me. See, that has more power than competing openly for a man. I'm not going to do that. You can go ahead and skedaddle and go get them. You understand?
Okay, so here's the thing. There have been forums where gladiators openly fight to the death for a woman. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay. Do you believe, or do you think as we move forward, what we call powerful men or certain status men, they're going to be more scarce, so women will have to do that kind of competition for men, for a certain type of men?
No, I don't think so, because we leave out all of the different nuances that actually come with being human. See, we forget about true compatibility. We forget about energy. We forget about planetary alignment and all of that stuff, which is a real thing, right? So the one thing is this: there's always a certain person that has an effect on you without even trying that whole bunch of other people just don't have. And I truly believe that what is for you is for you. You ain't got to do all of that competing. Yeah, on an animalistic level, you might look at it from that point of view. But when you look at it from a spiritually developed and a character and a higher level human perspective, you just don't play the games that animals play. It's just like me getting a PhD in life and playing on the level of a kindergartner. We ain't playing the same game, and I can easily stop you, right? So yeah, you might have to play with kindergartners the way that you play with kindergartners, but you ain't gonna be able to play that same game with a PhD, or I'll take you to sports.
I'm gonna throw you a curveball. Real quick. Is Barack Obama an attractive man to you?
He is, in a way. If you just, because I'm a different type of person. If you're asking me from a physical level of attraction, yes, Barack Obama is an attractive guy, right? But would Barack Obama be some attractive to me? Would I want to go after Barack Obama? The reality is Barack Obama can speak. He seems to be a powerful guy. He has money, you know what I mean? He has presence. Those things on paper are attractive. But is he attractive to me? I wouldn't know that unless I was in his presence, because I'm an Aquarius. I'm mentally stimulated, and it has to be more than just that. So I can't say that because I'm not driven by physical or shit that's on paper.
So your attraction will be based on proximity.
I would have to be in proximity to determine if I would be attracted to somebody, because energy means a whole lot to me, right? And here's another thing. I was having this conversation with people that listen to me. I'm attracted to men who are between the ages of 50 and 70 years old. I'm not attracted to young guys. I've tried to make myself attracted to that. I'm just simply not attracted to
Wait. 50 to 70?
Yes.
Okay, explain.
I like old men.
Do you personally think that more women should consider dating older as well? And if so, why?
Well, if we're going to talk about it from a logical point of view, right, the likelihood that a person has gotten their life together and you can read, you have more data to read, because I like to read people, right? And when a person has a lot more years that they've lived, you have a lot more data to pull from to really evaluate the person that you're dealing with. See, when you're dealing with a 25-year-old, you don't have a lot of data to pull from. And if you're messing with him, you're going to go through the ups and downs and the hell and all of that shit with him, and you might not see it coming. See, if you're dealing with somebody that's 50, 60 years old, you can kind of see stuff coming because they set in their ways. They can't be any different than what they really show you who the fuck they are. And so for me, I'm not attracted to people because of what they have, right? I've had men who have money who have tried to approach me. You could have money because you hit the lottery, but you could still be dumb, stupid, and just reckless and irresponsible, spiritually immature, emotionally and mentally immature. Your money ain't gonna make me want to be with you, because I'm the type of person that if I don't want you, I don't want your money either. So money is not the only indicator that a person is solid enough. See, I need a person who is self-reflective, right? That they are not handicapped by society's expectations of them, that they can literally stand in their own light, and they accept themselves for who they are, and they're honest about who they are, right?
Wait. Hold on. You can't just be throwing all this stuff out here. You got to tell me what you mean by all that stuff right there.
Right. Okay. So if a guy knows that I just like a bunch of women, right? I'm not going to try to pretend to be what society say I should be. I'm a hoe and I accept that I'm a hoe, right? I got some flaws and I ain't perfect, but it's some things that I can do better because, hey, I look at myself, I failed here. Why did I fail here? Maybe I can improve to achieve a better result. If I'm in a relationship with you, hey, look, I will work with you on certain things. There's certain parts of my personality that I'm not going to change. But here's some of the things that I can work on to improve, to accommodate you in my life. The average person ain't doing that. The average person will lie to you and try to sell you on some okie doke shit and then flip the script on you into a relationship. They're not honest. Right? They're not self-reflective. They don't see their faults. They don't see their weaknesses. They don't see their strengths, and they don't try to improve upon themselves.
What do you say?
Right?
What do you say? What do you say about men? Many men say that women can't really handle the truth. Not they. That's something that y'all ask for that y'all don't really want.
No, it's not that women can't handle the truth. It's that men want women to respond a certain way when he tells her the truth. If she doesn't respond the way that he wants, because at the end of the day, it's all about control. If she don't respond the way that he wants her to respond, then she can't handle it. No, it ain't that. Because I'm like this. For me, just tell me what it is, but don't dictate what you think I'm supposed to do. See, the reality is you want me to stay with you. So you don't want to tell me the truth that you was fucking on another bitch, right? And you got the bitch pregnant. So you don't want to tell me that because you know that Princella ain't going to put up with that shit. And Princella going to be like, I'm out. So you want to control the decision that I'm going to make, but you ain't going to control my decision. If you didn't want me to make a decision, then guess what? You should have behaved accordingly. But now that you done behaved that way, you don't get to dictate what the fuck I do. But that's the thing that they want to do. They want to dictate how you feel, how you process what the hell you told. I done been hurt so much, I ain't got no damn feelings to hurt no more. Okay? So it's like this. I just accept what it is. Hey, man, if you out there fucking another bitch, I ain't tripping. Just let me know. I ain't gonna kill your car. I ain't gonna do shit. I'm just gonna tell you, hey man, we on two different levels. We going in two different directions. So I'm gonna just have to bounce. You know how powerful it is to tell a motherfucker I'm out and not throw up no motherfucking hissy fit? Do you know how that hurt dudes a lot? Because a lot of these dudes really think that they got a woman so wrapped around their fingers and they think that women are so emotional, they expect you to throw an emotional fit. And when you fucking don't, and you just walk out, do you know that hurt them niggas more than anything? It'll hurt them more than you throwing a damn hissy fit. It wants you to. Because it's, for them, it's like a validation that, oh, I got control over this person. You got that. Don't like to know high value, quote unquote, high value man. If you be drawn to you, that's just how I think.
Okay, what do you say to the video and that? Okay, let me ask you this. Should a quote high value man or a man of means, should he care about your money or your education?
Yes. Here's the reason why. Because of a man who has created success and money in his life, he has developed certain personality traits and certain character traits that is necessary to pass on to his next generation, because the first teacher of a child is his damn mother. So why would you want a woman who does not have a similar character and personality to you that can teach that child to carry on your legacy? Because what these guys are wanting, they're wanting concubines. Concubines do not have the power or the mental fortitude or the skill that a fucking queen has. The queen didn't have a bunch of fucking kids. The queen wasn't a fuck buddy. That was the concubine's job. All you're supposed to do is open your legs, shut your mouth, and cater to the king. That's it. These these guys don't even realize that they're wanting concubines. They don't want queens because queens stand in their own right. The most powerful piece on the chessboard is the goddamn queen, not the pawn, not any other piece. So why would you want, as a king, why would you want something that cannot match you, okay, if you're gone? If something happens to you, why would you want to leave it to somebody who don't know shit?
Because when women make money or they have PhDs or they're scaling, they don't get on a man's program.
Which goes back to what I said earlier. These guys do believe that the only person that's supposed to be free on planet Earth is a man. Everybody else is supposed to be under the subjugation of a man. A woman's place is to be under the subjugation of a man. So when she buys her freedom, he has no power to control her the way that he has the power to control somebody who don't have that freedom. So he's not attracted to her, not because she's not physically appealing, not because she ain't got a strong mind or is intelligent. He is not attracted to her because she's free. And now all of his deficiencies are seen. See, a bitch that ain't got shit can't really see your deficiencies, and even if she do, she can't do nothing about it. She just got to submit because she is in survival mode. She is on the lowest level of Maslow's hierarchy of human needs. So she's just gonna have to put up with it. But see, when you're dealing with a person that's free, you got to be real.
But wait a damn minute. Hold on. Men civilized the world. Men built the whole world. Men made it so women can have babies and their infants not die. Men have provided shelter for women so the environment doesn't kill women. Men have made it so women are extremely comfortable. What do you say to that, P? Why wouldn't you be under a man's subjugation when man built the world? What do you say to that?
Well, baby, we are in digital time. We talking analog. We ain't even talking analog. We talking prehistoric, animalistic jungle. We ain't in a fucking jungle no more. Man, we got guns. I got a whole fucking AR-15 that I built from scratch. I built that. Ain't no man built that. I built that. I'm ex-military. I've done foxholes. Okay? What we talking about? If I ain't got no man in the house, but guess what? You break in my house, you gonna get a bullet through your head. Guess what? Bitches didn't have that in prehistoric times. So we are in a digital age now. That we ain't fighting the same fight. We surpassed that. It's mental now. And these people cannot go from the physical to the mental. They can't exist in a mental space.
So you're saying, so what you're saying is, if this war that's going on with Russia and all over the world and prices increase, because they said winter's coming. So so what you're saying is you're not coming back to the negotiation table when this thing falls apart. You're gonna get under a man's program.
No, it ain't gonna happen like that. It ain't gonna happen like that. That's what they hoping for, though. That's what they hoping. That's what men are mostly upset about. They're mostly upset that because patriarchy set it up for men in the past. You ain't got to do shit. We gonna give you responsibility, and we're gonna make it where you're in control by default. So we got to set up a system that prevents women from actually accomplishing. Now that we remove these barriers and we've created the freedom for individuals to elevate themselves through their own fucking willpower, men are in panic. And this is one thing that they don't like. Men don't like. This is why they attack women to say you too manly. We don't want a woman that's too manly. Well, what is true masculinity? True masculinity is determination, is willpower, it's logic, it's reasoning, it's assessment, right? It's planning and execution. a woman say, I can do anything a man can do, the power is in the fucking mind, not in the fucking vagina or the penis. So when you have a competitor and you compare yourself to somebody that's greater than you, you automatically begin to rise your level of achievement because your baseline is somebody that's better than you. The man has not compared himself to anybody that's better than him. So he's stagnant. And what they say is, if you ain't growing, you dying. So these men are not elevating because in their mind, they had this program of white supremacy, because here's the thing. The dominating man on the planet is the white man. The mentality of the black man is he can't beat the white man. That's why they always talking about white supremacy. So they're mad at women because women say, I can do anything a man can do. So they have already wired their mind to say that I can.
Whoa. Hold on, Pete. You can't talk about these men. It's the black woman that is raising these boys. So if you're gonna talk about, it's the black woman that's raising these boys. You can't. You understand? It's the black woman that's raising these boys. So you understand?
Is it the black woman, or is it the savage Negro female who is not aware of her own mind, who is running on the program? Because I'm gonna tell you something. There's a difference between a ratchet single mother and a single mother who has reached self-actualization. They're going to raise their children on two totally different programs. So now we have to look at the echelon or the hierarchy that we're talking about. And that is Maslow's hierarchy. There are women who have reached self-actualization, and then there are women or females who are trapped in their lower nature, that everything that's centered around their life is eat, sleep, sit, drink, fuck, and entertainment. Those are not mothers. Those are people who are stuck on a fucking program. So guess what? That's just going to exist in all of life, because humans have two parts to their nature. They have a higher self and they have a lower self. They have an animalistic nature, which we are all created. That's where we all start, on the animalistic nature. And you have to create and build yourself to reach the highest potential of your humanity. You are not going to stop people from fucking, because that's a part of human nature. So just because a motherfucker can have a kid don't mean that that person is self-actualized and becomes a mother. So who are we saying raises kids? Because we can't group them all into the same pool.
But P, they both, I'm just from the male's perspective, the ratchet woman and the higher self single mom, the common denominator is that they're coming to the table with another man's kids. What do you say to that?
Let me tell you something. A man that's on his game and truly sees and understands the value in another human being, the last thing he's thinking about is if she got a kid, if she got a whole bunch. That's the last thing that he's thinking about. Now, if she got 4, 5, 6 kids, yeah, everybody gonna think about that. She got 1 or 2, and she a solid person, and she putting stuff together. I promise you, a man that has reached a higher level of in his mental space, in his emotional space, the last thing he thinking about is this chick got a kid by another dude, because those guys understand life. They understand life, they know how it works, and they know that there is no such thing as perfection. So they're not even talking about this petty shit that the average male who ain't got really a dollar to his name and no skills, most of these dudes that dropped out of high school and all this shit, they in manosphere talking this shit because they're upset that they don't know how to get a woman to bow down to them, and they don't know how to get as much sex as they fucking want. Men who have achieved these and who have become self-disciplined and who have reached self-actualization, they are not having these same conversations. And the last thing that guy is thinking about is if this chick got a kid by another guy.
So
Because he ain't evaluating the basics. He's evaluating her wholeness as a person.
so real quick. So based on the video, so you're not concerned or worried that the more money you make, the more education and skilled you get, more connections as you scale. You're not worried about men looking at you as less attractive or less desirable. You're not worried about that.
No, because here's the thing. Men got it in their mind that a woman's ultimate goal in life is to get a man. Baby, that ain't my life purpose. My life purpose is to travel around the world, okay? Achieve great recognition so that I can create programs for children, okay? Around the country, do speaking engagements, write books. Do you know how much energy and effort goes into creating such a fucking legacy? That's a lot of time where I ain't got time to make no man my ultimate fucking goal. Because once you make a man your ultimate goal, you put yourself into being a fucking what? A domestic slave. And Priscilla ain't no goddamn domestic slave. I could care less because now I have generated resources to pass down to my child that you ain't have shit to do with, okay? I generate these resources. I become the best version of myself. My ultimate goal in my life is to become the best version of Priscilla. Right? To live out my life purpose, what the Creator got for me to do here.
And are you okay with that? Even if, here's the thing. You ready for it? Are you okay with everything you said? Even if you die alone.
First of all, let me tell you something. First of all, we all die alone. We came in this world by ourselves, and you gonna leave this motherfucker by yourself. My grandmother is just turned 80 years old. My grandfather been dead since 2011. The fuck you mean die alone? She been living the last 10, 11 years by herself. So, but what is my grandmother's purpose though? Because see, purpose gonna keep you alive. Here's the thing. And number two, when you have a great personality and you got energy, great energy, you're never alone. You always have companionships because there's always something in this planet to do. You got skydiving, you got biker groups, you have speaking engagements, you have things that you can have, you can create your life however the fuck you want to create it. You'll never die alone when you live in purpose. You only die alone when you're trying to live for somebody else, and then that person decide they want to leave you. Now what you gonna do? My life is not for you. My life is for me and to become the best version and the biggest version of me.
But you don't have a male covering. You don't have the covering of you don't have male covering though. You don't. You're not under the umbrella. Like someone used that word today. You're not under the umbrella of a man, P. So all that skydiving and all that stuff you talking about, it sound good, but at the end of the day, you're not under male covering. What do you say to that?
Let me ask you this question. What is male coverage? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I have personally quantified male coverage as a fucking insurance policy. Now, if anybody got my financial sense and financial knowledge, we all know that insurance is the biggest Ponzi scheme on the fucking planet. You mean to tell me that I can pay my premium every motherfucking month? For the last 10 years, I ain't had not one fucking wreck, right? But as soon as I have a fucking wreck, I got to pay you a fucking deductible, even though I've been paid insurance for the last 10 years on a fucking what if? And then if it does happen, I got to pay you a deductible, and I gave you all this money. That's what the male coverage sound like to me. I'm here to protect you in case somebody robbed the house. Okay? If they rob the house, when are they gonna fucking rob the house? And how often they gonna rob the house? Well, I don't know when they gonna rob it, but if they do rob it and I'm here, I can help you. But then what if you ain't here? What the fuck I'm gonna do? But you want me to cook, clean every day. I got to pay your premium every motherfucking day, every month for as long as I'm with you. And then I can only depend on you for what if some shit happened that might not ever fucking happen.
You having that ring on. You having that ring on out and about is man covering. Men, other men see that and they think twice. They think twice.
I got an AR, a 9mm, a small 25. Bitch, come up on me. The only thing I need is a couple slugs in a little space. Right? Because guess what? You can't run around me 24 hours as a bodyguard, right? You can't be with me. So I'm really, even when I'm out in public, what the ring gonna do? Bitch, I can buy my own fucking ring. I bought a ring. It's on my finger right now. Ain't no man gave it to me. But guess what? If I put it on another finger, the left finger, motherfucker think a man gave it to me. Right? But the ring can't do shit. I'm going to have to fight that motherfucker if he want to decide to do something, because your ass is where? At work. Being a fucking slave because you ain't got no business and you ain't got no investments that's working for you, so your ass got to go out and slave, and I got to protect myself in goddamn way. What we talking about? What we talking? I mean, if it's about some sex, man, I can just go have sex for free.
Tone Gotti said. Tone Gotti says it sounds like you got a lot of hate in your heart for men.
Baby, see, this is what. When people don't like something, right? Because see, he can't come up with no logic to defeat what I just said. Tell me what you can logically say. Fuck how you feel about what I'm saying. Because that's all you're talking about is your opinions about. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Give me some logic that will challenge what I just said. Can you be around a woman 24/7? And if you're not around that woman, exactly what she's supposed to do? Come on, give me the logic.
You're gonna die alone.
You can't. I know you can't.
You're gonna die alone. You're gonna die alone if you keep talking like this.
Baby, we all gonna die alone. But baby, when I die alone, I'm gonna die with a whole bunch of money in my pocket. And my child is going to be intelligent enough to know how to maintain the money that I leave her and how to grow it. And when we go, it ain't gonna fucking matter. And here's the thing. Women outlive men any motherfucking way. Because you know what? You niggas don't give a fuck about your health. You only want to get married so a bitch can take care of you because you don't know how to take care of yourself. Well, Priscilla ain't no caregiver. And I ain't interested in getting married just to take care of a nigga. You got to take care of your damn self before you get with me. If you can't take care of yourself, you should not be with me. And I am okay with having a chihuahua running around the damn house to take care of instead of a grown-ass man who fucked off his life with this dumb-ass shit that's out here.
Wait, let me run this by you again real quick because I don't think you heard me before. Men built the world. Men civilized the world. The reason why you can say what you're saying, P, is because men laid their life down. Men went to war. The least you can do, we're going to try it one again, right? The least you can do is get on a man's program. For all that men have done, the least you can do is get on a man's program.
Let me ask you, what have women done?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about what men have done for you.
That matters because the last time I checked, the oppressed groups of people gain the most power to overthrow shit because the need and the emotional intensity has increased to an overwhelming ability that gives them the power to create change. So what power did men give women emotionally that caused them to be able to create change enough to have freedom of speech? What did women do? What did men do to women that created this need for freedom in women? You did something, goddammit. And women don't want to go back to the shit that you did. What is it that you did, man? Y'all wasn't raping motherfuckers in the house and telling them to shut up. Y'all wasn't raping your wives because you felt like that.
No, P. Look, we're not gonna let you run with the color purple storyline. We're not gonna let you run with the color purple storyline. You got to come with something else. You got to come with something else.
No, baby, because they did something that made women feel like they needed to be free. Because white folks did something to black folks that made them feel like they wanted to be free. Russia is doing something to Ukraine that make them feel like they need to fight back. So what was it that Negroes or black folks or men in general did to women that made women feel like I need to be free? Because clearly you did something, because the emotional intensity is too goddamn high. I mean, I just was in the marriage club and a man made a post the other day. A man, please help me. Can somebody tell me, can a man rape his wife? Nigga, why you asking that question? Wait a minute. So men thought it was okay to violate a woman's body because he felt like it wasn't hers no more once he decided to marry her? So niggas been raping women?
Wives. The Bible say wives submit to your husband.
Wait a minute. How did it make women feel though? Because again, oppressed groups overthrow shit and create change because so much emotional intensity has created the power in them to do it. Because it ain't about what you physically capable of doing. Mind over matter. And once the mind is triggered to focus on something, the power that moves the mind to do is strong emotional intensity. So again, what did men do to women that created strong emotional intensity for women to fight for their freedom? They did something. And now you want us to go back to being unhappy and hurt. And women ain't even trying to do that. They will die without a quote-unquote man. Because let me tell you something. When your ass get old, man, that young bitch that's fucking you, she ain't fucking you because she like you. She fucking you because you can pay for it. Let me tell you something. A grown woman can pay for sex just like you if she just want it. But you know what? Women ain't got to pay for it because you horn dogs will fuck anything. Bitch can fuck man to fuck her at any goddamn thing. What you talking about?
Hey, go ahead. I'm going to give you the last word. Go ahead and promote your stuff, man. I'm going to give you the last word.
Hey, yo, this is Princella. If y'all don't know, me and Ken, we real cool. I got my own show, the High Power Podcast, over there on YouTube. Make sure y'all go check it out because we always be real stuff. And your boy Ken, he's going to be on my show sooner rather than later. So I appreciate you taking my call, Ken.
All right, I just posted your link in the chat too, so everybody go ahead and run over. And when do you do your shows?
Monday nights at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Monday nights, 9 p.m. All right, I just posted the link in the chat. Anything else you want to share? Because you dying alone. With all that, Matt, you dying. Your ass is dying alone. You know that, right?
Me and you always gonna be friends. We always got companionship between me. Even whether I get married or not, nigga, me and you friends. So I ain't never gonna die alone because y'all know me. We act like four flats on a Cadillac.
Man.
So, alone.
Hey, salute. I just dropped that link in the chat. I'm gonna get up out of here.
All right, peace out.
All right, peace. Bye. I gotta skedaddle. I appreciate y'all. Until the next time, this is Coin Gang. You know what we do.
Biggest game. It's like, remember we was all back in high school? Some of you may be still in high school or whatever, but follow me. We had the regular class and then you had honors class. And I feel like Ken Billion's game is nothing but honors class. Everything that you learned in life and been through in life or whatever he's talking about at that certain time. And, like point of reference, game for guys. Everybody learn game from somebody and this and that, and it's all over the place. But once I listen to Game for Guys, it's like being in an honors class. Ken is a brilliant guy. I still listen to him to this day. Listen to him almost every other day, and I stay studying. And if I look at his video and he's giving us homework, I'm gonna look through that video. I'm gonna write my notes down. I'm gonna do my homework. Then I'm gonna watch the next video. I mean, you just can't get enough of the game and the knowledge that this brother brings to you. He's allowed me to look back into history, my own history. I found out about black people that I never even knew about, black millionaires and people like that. Recently, I learned about the reticular activating system, and that's something that I'm studying up on as we speak. Which I plan on reprogramming myself. You know what I'm saying? So overall, the King Billions game has done a lot for me. It's allowed me to elevate as a man, as a father. It just allowed me to be more excited about life and not be in the program of being oppressed. And that's one of the main things for me that I have to say that this game has done for me. I'm so glad that I ran across it.